Hello and welcome you crazy people to Tabletop Odyssey. My name is Jay and this is sort of the start of just a couple of episodes or videos where I'm going to be sort of making a Lothal based, let's say board, but it's not really a board, it's just going to be scatter terrain. Now most of these will be done traditional means, normal materials, things you can get. However, this specific video is just to say there was something I didn't think I could make with very easily with traditional methods. You could possibly do it if you've got a hot wire cutter using foam, but I don't. I do, however, have a 3D printer, and I'm going to release this file, which is basically for this building, which I haven't properly painted. You can see it's scuffed up here. This I painted literally in like 3 minutes with spray paints and a brown. This is essentially a Lothal farm building, and we'll get onto exactly where the inspiration and what the items will be in a moment. First, I'll just talk about the actual product. This comes up, well, I'll show you in this. I'll just show you in the 3D. It's just as easy to show you in the 3D. The top lid, as you saw, just comes off, and there's a hollow version and a full version. They take about 3-4 hours to print the top parts, and the main base of the building took me approximately 9 hours to print. But the files will be in the description below if you want them to just check out and get them. Perfect, carry on. But what are we doing? So when Star Wars Legion was announced at Gen Con, they had some demo boards, and at the demo boards they had like a Lothal one, maybe a Solust one, Endor, Tatooine. And Rob Hawkins is the guy who I think may have made all of them, but yeah, I think he made all of them, right? But he definitely made the Lothal one. And this, you can see my buildings are sort of like a bad representation of that. He made that using foam. If you want, I'll try and post a blog to his showcase which talks about how he made his. I'm going to be doing mine in slightly different methods, but I'm going to be sort of doing a terrible version of this. Basically, just using my own like knowledge and know-how and that kind of thing. And you can see that building sort of represents mine. The colours are a little bit different. I probably need to do it with like a brown wash on mine. But yeah, this is the inspiration. Now, this isn't just me copying Rob directly, because this actually comes from this scene, which I think is in Rebels. Now, I don't know, I tried to research Lothal, but I don't have access to Rebels, especially with terrible internet at the minute. So I thought, well, if this is the only thing I can properly find, and this is the thing that I'll make, there are some other Lothal buildings that I've seen, but they didn't necessarily make like a cohesive scene, whereas this sort of does. So I'm going to go, I'm basically, as I said, going to make a bad version of this. Full credit to Rob. If you want to go check his blog, I'll post a link every single time that I do one of these videos, because the techniques and stuff like that are pretty much going to be the same. It's just in blog form, whereas mine is obviously going to be in video form. Yeah, the only thing, he doesn't really show you the buildings because he literally made them out of foam, and the doors I think were in resin, whereas mine is obviously a 3D printable thing. So the thing that I will make going forward will be the hills, these little like rock statues, which I believe come from a Ralph McQuarrie, is that his name? McQuarrie, like artwork. So we'll try and make that. And we'll make these like something appropriating these fences. So that's 2. We're definitely getting 2. Whether or not we'll make this big building, I'm a little bit uncertain about, because it's going to require foam, and I'm going to have to do it. Well, I don't have a hot wire cutter, and I don't really want to use one on the channel. So I'm going to have to cut the foam maybe with a specific, maybe cardboard maybe, and cut it around. It's going to get very interesting and a bit dicey. So we'll see. I'm going to print another one of these off for myself, because obviously you can see on the screen he has 2. I might even do, there's a 3D printable file which I don't have access to show you right now, which actually looks very similar to, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but it's the building that's not the 2 round buildings, and not the one that Rob has. It's the one like closest to us here. If you can see my mouse, I'm not 100% sure you can, because I'm on a different screen like an idiot. But there you have it. No, you can't see my mouse. Great work, Jay. But yeah, you can sort of see, like, if you look at that building, it has like 3 different levels at the front, and I didn't want to do that. And when I saw that Rob hadn't done that, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to do what Rob did. I'm speaking like Bob Black. I know him. I've never met the man. Don't know who he is. Well, you know what I mean. I couldn't tell you what he looked like. So mine are sort of like that. Scale-wise, yeah, they're pretty okay. Let me go back to full scale. I'll try and post a picture, actually. I'll try and not post a picture. I'll try and show you a picture. But I'll just do a very demonstratable hand-holding gesture. Yeah, near enough. Like, it might be a little too tall, but it's near enough. It's near enough. Very similar to some of the other buildings I've made, actually. I might try and turn this into a Tatooine building, just because I'm not sure there's any free Tatooine buildings 3D printable. I'd have to check on Thingiverse before I even commit to something like that. But yeah, it's a free 3D printable file for building that sort of looks like a deserty building. If you want it, it's available. Then we'll do probably the hills, then we'll do the fences, and then we'll see where we're going from that point. Hopefully everybody's okay with that. Do I have anything else to say? The answer is no. Is there anything, like, I don't know too much about Lothal, because I think it's in Rebels, the TV show. Is there anything from that? Like, could you send me any images? Because that's the problem. It's getting the source material for the work. It's getting the source material and then figuring out how to actually make it. Like, the building would have been very difficult to just make with foam, without a foam cutter. Like, I would have had to cut around. It would have been very difficult. So if you name something, could you try and find me a picture of that? Or like, at least can you reference this specific episode of Rebels or something like that it's in? And then I will possibly consider making it or doing a tutorial on it, kind of thing. Yeah, that's it. If you like the video, do like. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you want to see this stuff coming up in the future, then obviously do subscribe. Thank you to everybody who supports me on Patreon. There'll be a link probably about here, I think it is. Yes, thank you to all my Patreons. I do really appreciate that. And have a most beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.